this funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I lay in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and reconnect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Salute, everybody. Salute. Welcome to the podcast. I am Urban. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Come on in. We got a great topic tonight, y'all. Come on in. PMP, I see you, bro. Salute. Welcome. Appreciate you. And everybody else who want tuning in as well, too. Come on in. I promise I won't bite. Promise y'all I won't bite. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know that this week has been the best week for us as men? Us men, we've been having a phenomenal week this week. It's awesome. Want to know why? Because, we've been looking at this whole debacle about the modern day woman versus the transgender woman. And I'm telling y'all, we are loving it as men. We are loving this. Man, we are loving this a lot. We're loving it a whole lot. I'm telling y'all. Especially me. I'm loving this a whole lot. I am. I really am. I am enjoying this. I really am. The reason why is because I hate to tell y'all women this, but we men kind of told y'all so. We told y'all so. We've been telling y'all about this for the longest, but hey, y'all don't want to listen. Y'all know it all. We don't know nothing. And that's the thing about it, too. Every single time when an actual man, and I'm talking about actual men, I ain't talking about these beta males out there. I'm not talking about these simps out here, but I'm talking about the actual real man. When the actual real man would tell women how the way things are, guess what y'all do? Y'all entering into this I am a independent woman mentality. Y'all enter into this childlike mentality as well too, telling us that we don't know what we're talking about. Y'all would emasculate us. Y'all say that we're either transphobic or homophobic, and all these negative connotations that y'all would tell us. But we been saying this for years and years and years. Like, hey, need to watch out for that. Hey, it's black and white. It's not gray. It's no gray area. It's black and white. We been telling y'all this. Man is a man, woman is a woman. We been keeping it a buck with y'all too. But instead of listening to our advice and also take heed to our warning, guess what y'all do? I don't think that's true. Maybe there's a gray area there where a man could be a woman and a woman could be a man, and we like them. They took it a step further. Them be the same one who y'all want to call upon when y'all having issues with us, right? Y'all always had that one person that y'all call upon. Telling that person about, your relationship problems. I don't know. Did that trans woman, girl, which is really a dude, which is, let's be real about it. Which that dude is technically, even though he's trying to portray to be the woman, or that's what he want to do, whatever preference, but let's be realistic about it. That dude became that way because of, not us men, by women. This man didn't have nothing to do with that dude on the side and didn't want to do that. It was y'all. You want to know how I know? Y'all remember all them times where, men were to approach y'all, right? And we were to, quote unquote, shoot our shot with y'all, right? And we tried to be nice to you, right? We approach it, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my name is Herb. I see you over here with your friends. Y'all having a good time. How you doing, friends? Girl, he ain't nothing. Oh, well, whatever. But, I just want to come out and introduce myself. I want to get to know you better. I want to get your number or exchange, your socials and stuff. So, so we get to know each other. Boy, bye, get away from me. Y'all remember that? Where we call that a curve? And some of them dudes that y'all curve right, some of them dudes were normally betas, but they was betas that turned into incels that eventually they say, you know what? If I can't win, I might as well join them. And here we are. Here we are. Here we are. See, there are different type of men out there. Just like I say, they're the beta incel men that when y'all do stuff to, men like that, they get up in their feelings so much so where it has changed the whole course of their life. Then you have men like me, where when y'all do stuff like that, it don't bother me because I don't care. Because where y'all do certain things like that, when you reject men like that, how the way you do it, and it's just how the way y'all do it too. Let's talk about this. We're going to have this conversation tonight before we get into this Jess Hilarious thing. We're going to have this conversation tonight. See, it's about how the way women do it. It's not what y'all say. It's about how the way you say it. It's what trigger men to be the way that they are. Instead of, there are some women that, they'll politely reject a man, then, that man would go on his merry little way. Then, of course, you have, just like I say, you have the incel type men or the beta men who be persistent and being disrespectful. We get that. But y'all sisters, y'all women, it be how the way y'all do it. Study, like I say, study y'all being nice about it. And, look, I'm not interested, whatever. You got to put up a whole damn scene to embarrass the dude. Want to know how I know? Because it happened to me when I was out there in the dating market. Instead of a woman to simply say, sorry, I'm just not into you, I'm not interested, just keep it like that. I want to make a whole scene. Girl, no, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Why? They're so immature. And just like I say, that's what create these incel type dudes. That's what create these beta dudes. And that's what create these dudes who are now, some of them now just said, like I say, hey, we might as well join the winning team. If I can't pull no women, I might as well become a woman. At least I'm close enough to them. I'm just saying. Hey, Jordan, salute, bro. Welcome. I'm just saying. So y'all think I'm lying about this. Now, I know there are other situations that cause a man to, become a trans whatever, stuff like that. I know there's other situations, but I'm just talking about this specific situation right now. And so, y'all women, y'all made this bed up for real. Y'all made this up. Y'all created this. Y'all co-signed this. When us, men, real men, right? Once again, real men who are actually men, who are in our masculinity, who doesn't treat women with disrespect. When we was out there doing all these different things, say, hey, this ain't what it is. A man is a man, a woman is a woman, and all stuff there. Guess what y'all was doing? Y'all was out there at the House of Representatives. Y'all was out there in Congress. Y'all was out there in D.C. protesting with the LGBT community. Sure was. Y'all was out there with them. Go, yeah, you better go, girl. Get your rights. You did this. And we're like, no. Then when we try to defend it, what do y'all say to us? Oh, you being homophobic. You being transphobic. And it comes to a point where we don't even have a dog in the fight. So we just say, forget it. That's what y'all want to do. Rock home. It's going to eventually come around. And lo and behold, that day has finally happened. So gentlemen, tonight, you should rejoice for this week. Because this situation that's happened with Jess Hilarious, you should be rejoicing off of this, because this is something that we've been waiting to happen. So we could finally say, ha, we told you so. We told you so. So now the response behind this is going to be, what you going to do to fix it? At least that's what the response is supposed to be. But like usual, guess what? Guess what, fellas? Guess what the women are doing like usual? When are the men going to come and protect us? So now, after when you do the certain things that you do right, now you want us to come back and protect you. But at first, remember at first, you say you don't need us. You say that you're independent. You say you don't trust our leadership. You say you don't trust I authority. You say you don't trust I opinions or nothing like that. You said that. You. So what are we to do about that other than let you just do what you do? There have been plenty of situations where we say something. Instead of y'all trusting our advice, you treat us like kids. And you do your own damn thing. Did they always come back and bite you in the end? Every single time. Then when they come back and bite you in the face, guess what? Guess what? You come back. We need to be protected. What are you going to do to protect us? Hence the situation with Jess Hilarious. So let's get into it, y'all. That was my introduction to this, all right? So let's jump into this tonight, y'all. We finna get into this. I'm finna get y'all my perspective about this. Like, to be honest with y'all, I've been, monitoring this whole debacle ever since it happened. And I've been kind of weighing in to see how I'm going to approach this situation. Then I just came to the conclusion, the hell with it. I'm going to be real about it. So let's jump into this, y'all. Appreciate everyone who's on tuning in tonight to this podcast. This will be one hell of a podcast tonight. Hell, Urban might get canceled by the end of this live. Urban probably get canceled by the end of this live tonight, y'all. So this may be my final show, y'all. I ain't lying, because I'm finna go in. But I promise I will do my very best to be as respectful as possible. Because, we have people who translate you using your freedom of speech to say certain things to being transphobic or homophobia or to something of hate when it's not. Because at the end of the day, I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. I just have my perspective about it. So let's go in. We finna get it tonight, y'all. We finna get it. So let me go ahead and clear up this video. We finna jump into this tonight, y'all. PNP say, yeah, go in, bro. Go in. Get him. Get him. He said, get him. Get him. Yeah, everything good, bro. I hope everything's good with you too, with you, Jordan. I'm not seeing you being incognito. We need you back in the street. We need you back in the street, bro. Doing your thing. Yeah. Okay. Fellas. If you want to piss off these women even more, right? If you really want to piss them off even more, right? Start calling them cis women. Just say, hey, what's up, cis woman? Just call them that. That would just have them just explode. Because that's what's happening right now. How dare you call me a cis woman? I'm a woman, damn it. But y'all was out there protesting with them when they was doing all this. Y'all the one who allowed them to put this into the science book because the term cis never existed scientifically until they altered the book, until y'all went out into Congress and protesting with them and holding hands and kumbaya and everything. Pride Week and everything. Y'all did that. You. So yeah, you're a cis woman. I'm calling you that. That's your new name. We can't use the B word, gentlemen. So the new B word that we're gonna be calling on women is cis women. They'll just piss them off all the way. I ain't no cis woman. No, okay. That's what you are now. According to your other cis. So let's jump into it, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Appreciate everyone tuning in, and I promise I'm not being mean. I'm just being real about it. All right, I am being absolutely real about this. All right, so let's jump into this. All right, so here's on Jess Hilarious. She said, well, I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and jump to it. Let's go.
Gonna stand up for us. Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women, Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that. Like,
let's talk about it. Let's get it, y'all. Let's cook tonight, y'all. We first have a great dinner tonight on this. Let's do it, y'all. So let's break this down. She first of all started off this video talking about being protected, right? Notice what she said. She in a weird way, she was talking about us men saying something about this, but she tried to flip it back around and said the sisterhood. But she really mean us too. She really, really want us men to just say, yeah, Jess, you're right. Do it. But I'm going to be that one dude, and I'm just going to say this. All I'm going to say is that I told you so. This is all I'm going to say. Then I'm also going to say this. Okay. You're asking for yourself and other women to be protected about this situation. And let me also give y'all a little bit of one clarity of what she's talking about. Okay, I'm gonna play the video. There was a transgender woman, right, that stated on TikTok that said that these women, the women or what they call cis women is not the gatekeepers, and they was talking about menstrual cycles. Okay. So that's where this situation is coming from, this whole debacle. Transgender women saying that now cis women are not the gatekeepers of periods. We pretty much are. That's pretty much what they're saying. But cis women saying, whoa, hold on, flag on the play here. That is not true. And then on top of that, they're going back and saying, you know what? Since you're trying to be funny with this, right, let's be real about it too. You're technically not a woman. And so that's really where all this debacle is coming from. Stuff that us as men been saying this. But guess what? They're the one who's defended it. When we said it, it was wrong. We was, homophobic and all, transphobic and all. So when we said, but now, since they saying it, they the victims now. Oh my God, we're the victims. They're calling us transphobic and stuff now. Oh my God. We need to be protected. No, you put yourself in here. You did it. You did it. PMP said this. He said, I don't even like Jess, but she killed it. Just like I say, I ain't knocking what she's saying. I'm not knocking what she said at all. I'm not. Because what she said is scientifically facts. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no way around it. It is genetically impossible for a trans woman to have a menstrual cycle. I don't care what type of modification they get. I don't care what type of hormones, estrogen, wherever you try to inject it to their body. They will never have a menstrual cycle, ever. Trans women will never have a menstrual cycle. But on the flip side, now trans men can have a menstrual cycle, but not trans women. So everything she's saying, it is facts. I agree with it. But that little tidbit part talking about this, when we gonna be protected and all this stuff there. I mean, what do you want us to do as men? What do y'all want us to do? When y'all already made this bed, what do you want me to do? Y'all made this bed, then y'all expect for us to sleep in this bed. Sure, we wasn't sleeping in this bed. Guess what we was doing? While y'all made this bed and laid in this bed, guess where we was at? We was up in our we went up in the guest room and turned the guest room into our room. We got the TV up in the room. We got our video games, the PlayStation and everything, food and everything, having the time of our life and letting you have that space. We let you have that space. Like, go ahead, have it. Now, by after you making that bed, your bed done got infested by bed bugs now, huh? And so since that bed got infested by bed bugs, guess what? You coming knocking at our door. Click, 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 click. Baby, my king. You know the bed that I made, right? Like, yeah. You know the one that you never sleep in, right? Yeah. Guess what? What? I can't. It got bed bugs in it. Oh, okay. Could you fix it? No. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all just not being men. No, we're not, because we told you not to do that, but you did it anyway. So why should I go back and fix something that you created? Which she adequately said that by her saying that they the gatekeepers. She's right. Y'all are the gatekeepers. Therefore, you created this. You did this. Not us. You did this. So absolutely you're correct. I'm just saying. Tizzle, what's up with it? Welcome. More love, what's up with it? Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Welcome. But yeah, y'all created this whole debacle. We have nothing to do with this. But now, like usual, you want us men to come and fix it for you. Then there's another thing too. Then, like I say, this show tonight is gonna be an accountability show tonight. Even though we're talking about this, it's gonna be an accountability show too, all right? Meaning that. Here's another thing to it. Every man who are listening to me right now could relate to this. Every single time when a man does something right and we know we're wrong, guess what we do? We'll apologize. We'll suck up our pride and ego. We'll apologize. The reason why we apologize is for the sake of the relationship and because we care and love you. But let's put it on the flip side of modern day women. Whenever y'all F up, right? Whenever y'all create debacles, right? After when we done told y'all, hey, don't do this. It is not what it is. Can't tell me what that do. Then when it happen, instead of apologizing, right? Guess what? Y'all don't. Y'all don't apologize, but guess what y'all do? Guess what y'all do? Y'all come with that old passive-aggressive nature. Baby, can you come and help me? Or y'all do the next best thing. Instead of you verbally saying like, hey, I messed up. This was a horrible decision that I made. I'm learning for this. Could you help me? Instead of saying that, guess what y'all do? Y'all would go and use your body and thinking by having sex with that man, that is your version of an apology. But it's not. It is not. No, it is not. How many women do y'all know that does that? I know plenty of women that does that. P, what's up with it? She said she just texts her husband. He said, the man cave. I'm telling you. We go straight in our man cave and let you have it. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Once again, we're gonna listen to this, and I'm gonna want to share some more videos.
Stand up for us.
Let's get it.
Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straight jacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass.
Now that particular part right there, I I have to disagree with her on that. All right, the reason why is because it used to be true that any person that was a part of the LGBTQ community, right, in the past, through psychology, they did diagnose them as having a mental disorder. That's true in the past. But in this current time, that is not true. It is not a diagnosis of a mental disorder anymore. You will not find that nowhere in no psychology book or anything, because they change around. And the person who you can thank for doing that right is your good old former President Obama, because he the one who established that and made them take it out of that book, that it was a mental disorder to have any type of behavior dealing with the LGBTQ community. So you can thank your former president for that. So no, she's not correct on that. That's gone bye-bye now. But however, it is in psychology dealing with any type of phobia, whether it's homophobia, transphobia. They most definitely got that in the book. And they got transphobia and homophobia right in the borderline where it could be considered as a hate crime or hate language, depending on how the way you word it. That's the reason why many people are going at Jess Hilarious, because they talking about what she's saying is part of a, quote unquote, her being transphobia or whatever. I'm just saying.
Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come.
And here's another thing too that I don't agree with. I do not agree with. For some strange reason, the LGBTQ have literally turned themselves into a whole separate people. How? I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Now, I know about race and ethnicity where you have black, you have Caucasians, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want to be technical about it, you have Africans, you have Asians, that type of race, right? But I'm just flabbergasted how people who want to live their life within the LGBTQ, right? How in the world did they classify themselves as a separate entity, a separate people, when you're not? That is only a lifestyle that you're choosing to do. It don't have nothing to do with your race. But this is the reason why she's projecting it that way, talking about you people. Because it is many out there, not all of them, but there's many out there that literally have isolated themselves or separated themselves into a literal, like they call a literal community or literally race of people, when it's not, when you're not. But let's go.
Come from us. You can't be us.
Oh yeah, the DSM. I don't know why it was in the back of my head on P.
You will never. You're chasing something you'll never ever get. You'll never be that. Like.
All right, so that's that part. Now let's jump to this. Now I'm going to show it to this other person perspective. All right, so I want y'all to listen and hear this perspective too. All right.
Shay, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy.
Hold on, before I start, this. let me blur out whatever is going on real quick. Hold on, I'm blur this person blur this out because I don't want to get censored and stuff. Hold on, give me one moment, y'all. I'm finna blur the hell out of this. I don't want to be looking at all that. Give me one moment, y'all. Hold up, because I don't want to be looking at that. Let me move this up here. There we go. All right, just want to blur that out a little bit. There we go. All right, now we can go. State your piece, homie.
Shade, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do. Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition.
Now, once again, this is y'all homegirl, which many of y'all know who she is. This Cherry, all right. So this is y'all creation, okay? It's y'all creation. We don't have nothing to do with this. It's y'all creation. My love saver on Cherry seems unhappy though. You said it, not me. Is there a third gender? You know, P. If there is, then in my mind, I only think that it's two genders. It's male, female, for as what I'm concerned. But these days, I don't know. Have no idea. She talking about XXY trans. All right, go ahead, Cherry. Go speak your piece. Go ahead.
It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you.
Girl, don't want to be you.
Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you. Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving.
I got a question on that too. So I'm curious. I always been curious about this. So do trans women put that disclaimer out there to men that they are actually trans women during the initial meet and greet? Like when they initially meet them, do they put that disclaimer like, hey, I'm a trans? Or do they hide it until the fact when they, get into, the sexual act? How did that work? And here's another question I'm curious about, because I don't know. I honestly do not know. Are they going into like a separate community to where it's men who are actually interested in other trans men or trans women, or whatever stuff, right? Is that how it works or what? I don't know. I honestly do not know. Because I have not ever experienced that. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. But I have seen like different videos to where, even news stories where a dude ended up finding out that this woman is actually a trans woman, and that trans woman did not give that disclaimer to after the fact. And that dude ended up going crazy. And next thing you know, ended up becoming a hate crime because the dude ended up losing his mind because he ended up getting put into a situation that he didn't want to be a part of because he got tricked into it. I heard that story before. So I'm just curious on that. Do they do that? Do they literally say, hey, I'm let you know right up front before we even go further, I'm a trans woman. Or I'm a trans man. Well, wherever the case may be, do they give that disclaimer? Now I know the other part of the community does. You know, where if you are gay, bisexual, you know, where if you binary or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? I know they give that disclaimer, but for us that trans part, I'm not sure about that. So I don't know. But y'all let me know in the comments. Maybe y'all know, because I don't know. I have no idea.
And happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect than you do. That has nothing to do with us. That is not a reason why you should be disrespecting us and trying to make it a big thing. Girl, don't nobody want no period. Don't nobody want no motherfucking kids, because a lot of you hoes don't want no kids. A lot of y'all only having these motherfucking kids to keep a man around.
This y'all sister that's saying this, all right?
A lot of y'all only having motherfucking kids because you trying to make your mom and daddy happy. A lot of y'all are married or not even married, but the ones that are getting married are motherfucking married to a man that don't respect you, probably beat you, don't give you the compliment, don't treat you like the real woman that you are, so why are you really mad at us? You're not really mad at trans women for considering ourselves women. You're mad because you don't really get respected as the woman that you really were born to be real in. Girl, stop taking all your frustrations and your disrespect down on other people. That has nothing to do with us. Anybody trying to take your place? Girl, the only reason why you feel some type of way is because we look like something. Girl, but at the end of the day, none of us are respected. And I tell y'all all the time, as a trans woman, if I would have known, well, I would still be a woman, but bitch, if I would have known the things that the difference between being a man and a woman, girl, it sucks being a woman. Girl, do you think a person will really transition to still live a sucky life? People don't respect women. And when you are sexy, bitch, they only look at you as a sex object, bitch, they fuck y'all ugly ass.
Yeah. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like, for us, for us men perspective, what Cherry is saying is true. That's what we do. It's in our genetic nature to look at a woman, not for us like a sex object where we just want to dog you out of stuff, but we supposed to look at women that way. That's how the way we was designed to be. Likewise, the same way how a woman is designed to look at a man, the same exact type of way. I mean, that's genetics. It's supposed to be that way. So, but this y'all homeboy girl, girl power, turn you down, but we would never do that to y'all, ladies. We would never do that.
Girl, bitch, you not mad at how men look at us, because men fuck anything. Men are out here fucking children and animals. So, girl, let's stop making it about what men like or what who trying to fool who. Girl, niggas don't give a fuck. We don't have to fool no motherfucking body. I'm sure some of y'all real women have seen men fuck other real women and be like, ew. We feel the same way. Girl, when I see men that talk to me and I see their baby mamas and their wives and stuff, I be like, ooh, like, how you go from that to this? Like, girl, no, you got some money? The caliber of women that y'all fuck are loser. And you bitches will never be shit because you don't care to be shit. You always worried about the wrong thing. You're so worried about what a man like before you motherfucking care about what your children like. You worried about what a man will approve before you realize what your children approve. You so worried about pleasing a man before you worried about pleasing yourself. Girl, your battle is not with us. Sweetheart.
Then Cherry gonna say on that y'all worrying about pleasing a man than pleasing yourself. I got a double perspective about that, all right? First of all, it is through our divine nature for us to want to take care of each other. For a man to take care of a woman and a woman to take care of a man. That is what we're supposed to do. That is what we're supposed to do. That is what we're designed to do by genetics. But on the flip side, and this is what we're going to talk about for us relationship concerns, right? Let's have this accountability moment. Both men and women We make horrible choices in choosing the type of person who we want to be with. Let's be real about it. We make horrible choices about who we want to be in a relationship with, who we want to procreate with. Want to know how I know? I done did it. All of us have did that before. But see, what happened is that instead of us learning from, the mistakes that we have made for us dealing in relationships, right? Instead of us learning from that and adapting to that, where we could be better, and also where we could project the real type of man or woman that we want in our life, in our existence, we play the victim role. We be like, oh my God, this person that treat us wrong. So I just hate all women, or I hate all men. And so you project that type of energy into your next relationship. As a matter of fact, you end up reattracting the very thing that you hate into your life. That's facts. And so it becomes a cycle over and over again until you finally realize, like, I need to change. It's not them, it's me. I need to change. I need to put myself on the level mentally and spiritually that I deserve better. I deserve to have a high caliber type of relationship. But I can't get that relationship if I'm not on that level. And sometimes that's what we do too. We feel that we're entitled to that type of relationship, but we ain't even ready for that type of relationship. We ain't even ready for it, but we feel like that we're entitled to it. Therefore, you're trying to push yourself into this relationship or try to project that thing into this toxic person that is toxic. And you try to project that thing and you try to do it where you try to make that person change and mold that person into the way that you want them to be, but knowing good well that person never was that way. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. That's the reason why our relationships is the way that it is right now, because we don't hold our own self accountable for the choices and decisions that we make. But it's time for us to start growing the hell up and start learning from the errors of our ways and getting it together and getting it right. For not only for the sake of you, but also for the sake of your legacy. If you're a man and a woman, you watching right now, and you in these relationships, the relationship toxic, you're toxic. It's time for you to grow up and change. It's time for you to start getting some help. I done made this confession plenty of times on my podcast, and I'm gonna say it again. After when I had made that decision of enter into my previous marriage, right? Relationship for 11 years. When I was in that situation, I knew it was toxic. I knew I was messed up. I knew that my former wife was messed up. But we tried to make it work and it just wouldn't work. So we let it go. But guess what? After when we let it go, I took some time to do some soul searching with myself to figure out why in the hell did I spend 11 years knowing good and well that it was messed up? Why did I make that choice and decision to do that? Why? Why did I choose this woman? Why did I choose this person? Why? So I went through a whole process of soul searching myself and figuring out that, hey, this is the reason why I did this. It took for me not only doing some soul searching, but it took me going through therapy and everything to figure out, ta-da, hey, Urban, you're the one who's messing up. So you need to change your mentality about how the way you view women or the type of woman you're trying to look for. I bet y'all right now, and a lot of people who are y'all watching right now, and if you're not in a relationship, whatever, right? Or you maybe be in a relationship, I don't know. I bet you did not take the time out to actually think about what type of relationship that you want to be in. You didn't take the time to think about it, to manifest that thing, to visualize that. You're just like, oh, wherever comes my way, when they comes my way, I'm going to try to change them. Then when that don't work, oh, there's something wrong with them. No, there ain't nothing wrong with them. It's on you. And that's where we at right now, y'all. In these relationships. This is why this stuff right here is happening. Because at the end of the day, when you look at it in the simplest form, right? When you look at it in the simplest form, right? All it is that everybody's trying to look for some form of happiness with each other. That's where it's boiling down to. And they couldn't find that, so they trying to find other avenues of trying to find this happiness. Instead of realizing that happiness first comes from inside you. That's where it starts. That's where it starts at. And you cannot change people. But we're going to get into it more, y'all. Let me address these comments. P, she said this, most straight men know exactly what they want. Trans women make more money on the stroll than biological women. Then she followed up and said, I have never been jealous or envious of a trans woman. I don't think the jealousy exists. I agree. Then finally, Cherry's experience into womanhood was probably traumatic. I also agree. That's what too. And that's normally where it boils down to. It's normally where it boils down to. I don't think no woman, or as they call y'all these days, cis women, are jealous of trans women. Because just like Jess put it, y'all are the gatekeepers. So why would you be jealous of the very thing that you created? I'm just saying. But let's continue. She almost done ranting, so, and I got some more stuff I'm gonna share with y'all.
The issue is not between us, sweetheart. And then you have people in my comments like, oh, you need to change your voice. No, I don't. This is my voice. And this is how you should know I don't have to fool nobody. Bitch, I can go get my Adam's apple shave for $1,100. Bitch, it has never been a big thing of me because I am that comfortable with who I am.
God dang, it costs $1,100 to get your Adam's apple shave. Jeez, woo.
I don't need to go get a voice feminizer because, bitch, I'm comfortable in who I am. I never had a problem with my voice. I never had a problem with my motherfucking Adam's apple. I never had a problem with my shoulders. Bitch, I had an issue with how I identified. And then when I identified how I choose to identify and how I felt, now you bitches is mad. When a person is in their truth, you hoes still mad. Some of these hoes will get their dick chopped off and their face pulled down just to be feminine and still unhappy, still clockable. You're not going to ever be happy with society until you're happy with yourself. And once you're happy with yourself, you'll realize you'll never be happy with society because society ain't happy for you. Stupid.
Stupid.
Pussy asshole.
The fuck? I wait on to say that too.
And I don't give a fuck how trans women represent themselves. Them hoes can't represent me. Bitch, I was her before I even knew what a trans woman was. I was her before a transition ever happened. I was her as a little boy on the playground in elementary school. Shade, I'm just...
Okay, so that's enough with Cherry there. It's enough with her. P say, hey, Urban, man, since you going all out, you might as well go and play Flame Monroe, too. You know what I'm saying, bro? I think you need to play Flame Monroe as well, too. So if I can find Flame Monroe video, I'll play it. But let me, hold up. I do want to play this young lady video real quick too, if y'all don't mind. Let me take this banner off. I want to play this young lady video too, because she kind of did say some interesting stuff that, you know, I actually agree with. So
while everyone is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't, men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one. And I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me, you may not like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still recognize I am.
Oh, my bad.
While
Sorry.
everyone is.
Sorry, y'all. I did that by accident. But I wanted to I want to ask y'all this question too. On those of y'all who are watching right now, I want to ask y'all this question. But preferably the women who are watching right now. I want to ask y'all this. When y'all realized that it was literally a man who decided to enter into y'all femininity space to become a woman, what made y'all deem that was okay, that it was fine to do that? What was the mentality behind it? Was it that, oh, okay, maybe since now a man is acting more, you know, feminine, right? Maybe now a man could understand our plight. Is that what that is? And that's the reason why, you know, y'all was more acceptable to that? Y'all let me know. Cause I'm genuinely am curious about that. Because on the flip side for us, man, we knew when we see our fellow men start dressing up as a woman, and start behaving as a woman, you know, and doing all that, we seen it as a man dressing up as a woman. We never labeled it. We never said that was a trans woman. We just said, hey, that's a dude dressing up like a woman. That's how we identified it. It wasn't nothing per se bad about that. You know, we thought it was weird, but that's how the way we saw it. But eventually it has a label to it. That's a trans woman. That this woman transitioned from, well, this man transitioned from being, you know, a man to a woman. And so were y'all acceptable to that because you felt like since this man who transitioned into a woman could understand y'all plight as a woman, that's the reason why y'all was more acceptable to that, or what? Because I honestly want to know. Because for us the other things, right? You know, for us like being gay or being bisexual and stuff, for us men, we get that. We understand that. We understand that when a person is gay, that's basically a person who's attracted to he or she same sex. We understand that. Bisexual, a person who, you know, not only attracted to the same sex, but possibly like the opposite sex. We get that. That's understandable. But the trans part is where, you know what I'm saying, where we have the confusion that, you know, as to why, you know, y'all were way more acceptable to that. Where y'all just welcome that with open arms, like, come on in, guy. That's a girl now who have all this feminine energy. But keep in mind, just like I stated in the beginning, right? I stated this in the beginning. A lot of them dudes became that way for the simple fact because it was y'all who curved that dude, and that dude ended up becoming an incel. And I'm just being real about it. He became that incel. He became that dude where if I can't pull no chick, yeah, I might as well become a chick. I'm just saying. PP says, shut up. She turned into man bashing. You're bashing man. We're going to hear more of it too, PV, in a minute. She says this, women are naturally nurturing and the trans women are our sons and we're going to stand beside them. Okay. I get it. Okay. So, in other words, due to women having the nurturing behavior, which that's what you're supposed to have, right? Due to having that type of behavior, that's why y'all was more open and more acceptable to that. Okay. And so here's my follow-up question to that. Is there any type of right or wrong dealing with, for us, the nurturing part? Is there a good thing about nurturing? Is there a bad thing about nurturing? Because sometimes when a woman nurtures, right, it could be too much or it could be spot on. So in this situation, was it too much nurturing that caused this situation, or do y'all believe it was spot on? Because that's like what one on P said at the end of the day, hey, this still my son. So wherever this person decides to be, I'm going to support him no matter what. And I also want to mention this as well too. When I say the word support, right? I'm not talking about, like for us, like supporting something that is, morally wrong. Like, a woman were to nurture and support their son and knowing good well their son to rob the bank or murder someone, or, different things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, being supportive, based on, certain other decisions that they're making, not negative decisions. Because even this situation right here, me personally, I don't see a man becoming a woman or a man becoming a trans woman as a negative thing per se. Because at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, and this is me personally, when it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, the dude can do whatever you want to do. It's your life. You can live your life how the way you want to live it. I don't have no problem with that. But however, what I do have a problem with is when it becomes, a political thing, where it's something they try to force people into doing. Or force people into believing, like religion, where religion try to force you to believe into a certain thing. Then if you don't believe in this certain narrative, then there's something wrong with you. That's where I don't agree with. That's where I draw the line at. But other than that, if you want to live your life that's the way, that's fine. Live your life. At the end of the day, it doesn't bother me personally. Constance, what's up with it? Constance says, many times you just see me wear this outfit. You just now talking about, you like the Easter Bunny, Irby. You know what, Constance, forget you. But once again, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in to this podcast. We're talking about it tonight, y'all. Talking about this whole transgender gender thing and Jess Hilarious. And I appreciate everyone who's coming in tonight, giving y'all one perspective. And just like I say, I'm doing my best to try not to be, appear to be transphobic or homophobic. You know what I mean? I'm really am. I'm doing my best to be as respectable as possible in this situation. But I don't know, y'all. I may end up getting counts out this show for real. I ain't lying. I don't know. This may be the end of House Urban Lounge podcast, y'all. Because y'all know. And y'all already know what I'm going to do. As soon as I finish this podcast, guess what? I'm going to clip this thing and put it on TikTok. And I know they're going to have something to say on TikTok. So, but let's go ahead and hear this some more, what she got to say. PNP say that she's man bashing, but let's go.
Is in an uproar about who can bleed and who can't. Men have become so obsessed with women that they want to turn into one, and I find it quite flattering that womanhood seems so great to you guys. Y'all know me, you may not like what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. In recent conversation, there's been a lot of uproar between trans women and real women. In my opinion, I think the most misogynistic thing that a man can do is reject his biology as a man and go into women-dominated spaces telling other women how he's a better woman than them because it's based off of his feelings of how he perceives a woman to be, while walking in society emulating what he believes a woman looks like by replicating other women.
Oh, also, by the way, some of y'all probably wondering, why in the hell is she talking fast? Why is she doing this? The reason why she's doing this is because she's on TikTok. She only has 60 seconds to convey her point. So that's why she's talking extremely fast, all right? So
women. When we're discussing womanhood, I cannot go to another woman and ask her what it feels like to be a woman, because being a woman is not a feeling. However, being a woman, I absolutely am subjected to my reproductive organs that identify me as a woman. And saying that doesn't mean that I'm less than a woman. It just means that that is the beginning of my woman origin and my woman experience. And for the women who can't have a baby, we still recognize those women as women because they do have the reproductive organs to do so. However, we also understand that something is medically wrong with them. I will give credence to the fact that women are not the only people who have a period if we're identifying them that way, because non-binary people or trans men actually can also have a period, but at the basis of it, we call those biological women. However, when you're talking about trans women, we understand that that is something that biologically impossible you cannot do. The power struggle here that comes into play is when there is a very small minority of people imposing onto a larger group of people that are telling them what they would like to be called, how they would like to be treated, how they would like to be pronounced, and how they would like to be identified, but then you're imposing terminology onto them that they have yet to accept. So I must appease your feelings calling you by the pronouns that you identify with as, because you have chosen to make this decision about putting on a wig and putting on nails and putting on a dress. However, when I tell you I reject terms like birthing person or breastfeeder or real woman or biological woman or cisgendered woman, at this point, then I should just understand and accept it because science says so. But science also says that the basis of your DNA, you are biologically a male. So why are we not listening to science all the way across the board? Seems a little hypocritical to me. And since everyone has such an issue with understanding Jess Hilarious, let me go ahead and put my cape on, because I think I could break it down for you a little bit more. It's very disingenuous for you to overshadow that woman's feelings in regards to her womanhood when she actually has given birth to a baby, which biologically that does make her a woman. However, you decided to discuss her looks and says that she looks like a trans person while you're also attempting to advocate for trans people. It's giving inherent transphobia. Also, to resurface the interview where she
Now, to be honest with, to be transparent about this too, I have to agree with that too. That's pretty messed up, us fellas. That's pretty messed up that men would sit up here calling Jess Hilarious a trans woman. That's like really messed up. That woman is not no trans woman. You know who else we would sit up here calling a trans woman too? Meg Thee Stallion. We was doing that with Meg Thee Stallion too. Meg Thee Stallion is a trans woman. Why? and y'all want to know where they came from? Want to know where they came from? From incel men. From them beta men. Them same incel and beta men that trying to shoot their shot. They probably was either trying to shoot their shot with Jess or Meg Thee Stallion, and it got curved, and well, that's why you look like a man. Unless, technically speaking, Since men have a dominant chromosomes, right? Technically speaking, majority of women is going to look like their father in a way. So just about every woman is going to kind of look like their father, kind of have a manly type of facial feature in a way. So let's be real about it. PMP talking about Meg Thee Stallion's a male horse. Leave Meg Thee Stallion. See, you act like one of them incel dudes. Leave Meg Thee Stallion alone. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Ain't nothing wrong with Meg Thee Stallion. Or Jess Hilarious. Y'all just mad because y'all try to shoot y'all shot and they rejected y'all. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I don't be understanding that either. I said this before, but I just never been in that space to where whenever I talk to a woman reject me, I never been in that space where I'm like, forget all women. I never had that mentality ever in my life. Ever in my life. I never ever in my life I had that mentality where I shoot my shot at a woman, she said, no, I'm not interested. I'm like, well, fuck you. Like, what the hell? Like, and I'm like, why? Because in my mind, that one means another one is going to say, yay, yes. In my mind. So the one say, I never had that mentality, but it is men out there that literally have this mentality that they don't like to be rejected. And when they get rejected, they just be all hypersensitive about it. But I got to tell y'all on the flip side too. On the flip side, women, y'all are extremely egotistical when y'all be rejected by men. Say I'm lying. If a man curve you, y'all gonna lose y'all mind. Say I'm lying about that. Because y'all are so used to a man approaching you and you being in control of that situation. But when it's on the flip side, guess what? And that dude say, nah, I'm good. Y'all literally lose your mind. Like, oh my God. I remember one time, matter of fact, this happened a couple of months ago. Yeah, a couple of months ago. Now I was out and about, right? Running some errands and stuff, right? And the woman had approached me to my, hey, you look real handsome. You look like somebody I know. I laughed. And I look like, you probably do know me. I'm on social media. But I didn't tell her that. But to my, you look like somebody I know. Like, oh, okay. To my, well, you're looking handsome and stuff. I hope I'm not interrupting your day. I mean, in my mind, like you kind of are. To my, well, I just want to know if I could get to know you and stuff, right? I like, no, ma'am. I'm married. Did she look crazy? Like, she looked crazy. Like, I know this dude did not say no to me. Like I wasn't supposed to say no to her. And like, I'm wearing my ring and stuff, right? My wedding ring and stuff, right? And she didn't care. And like, no, ma'am. Well, I forget you. All right, forget you too. I'm just saying, y'all women can't handle rejection versus how men are. But the only way I'm about to say something. I'm gonna leave it to myself. I'm gonna leave it to myself because I'm doing my best not to get kicked off of YouTube, y'all. Hold up. You gotta look at that Adam sample. You like a more shoe, Meg the Pony. Y'all leave Meg the Stallion alone. Ain't nothing wrong with that woman. The another reason why I'm defending Meg because she's a Texan. You know what I'm saying? So I got to defend my fellow Texans. So that's that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, PE. We all look like our daddy. So that's why I'm saying, like, they sit up here talking about, you look like a man. Yeah, because she look like her dad. That's how the way she's supposed to look. She's supposed to look like her daddy. If y'all see my daughters right now, y'all will know that they're my kids. Y'all say, yeah, Urban, them your kids. Them most definitely are your kids. Because they look like you for real. They look like you for real. That's how they supposed to be. But we almost done with this video, y'all. Hold up.
She's relaying her experience of a man DMing her thinking that she was a trans woman to have sex with her probably offended her because she's an actual woman, and it should be more of a slight to trans people considering the fact that that person has a fetish and just wanted to sexualize you and use you as an inanimate object. As a black woman, we have to be extremely mindful of how we attach ourselves to other intersectional groups when it comes to their issues, because we're always the first to remind people nobody respects us and nobody protects us, but we're the first to jump into the line of fire when other people need a defense. So here's a few things to remember when you're talking allyship. They're always present when it's time to give the tea or bash heterosexual men and amplify any bad experience that we've had in regards to our relationship issues. But anytime it's time to help these children and provide for them or be a better role model or even your protection, they are nowhere to be found. Not saying that there is an agenda, but I will say.
Hold up. And this is where the nail meets the rubber, all right? This is where the nail meets the rubber now. Now, within all of that, right, how is it still our fault as men? How's it still our fault? We don't have nothing to do with this. We have absolutely nothing to do with this. So how's it our fault? Now it's well, men need to step up and protect us. We need to be protected now. But just like I stated earlier, when we been and told women like, hey, sis, lady, babe, that incel dude who's putting on that wig, the only reason why he putting on that wig is that he just trying to get close to you. You lying. He ain't trying to get close to me. That's my friend. We tried to tell you, but y'all didn't want to listen. But since now that same dude who put on the wig start getting beside himself now, they're saying that they the dominant woman now. That's what they saying. They the dominant woman now. Y'all the bottom barrel. They're top of the food chain now. Why they think this way, I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea why they thinking this way. But like I say, y'all made this bed up. Y'all did that. Y'all made that bed up. When we was going back and say, hey, babe, hey, babe, don't make that bed up. Well, why? Why I can't make the bed up? Because there's bed bugs on that bed. Don't make that bed up because there's bed bugs on that bed. Don't do it. Ain't no bed bugs on that bed. I don't see no bed bugs. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? I accept bed bugs. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm nurturing. Matter of fact, I'm a nurture bed bugs. Bed bugs is just my best friend. We like, all right, go on, nurture the bed bugs. Go ahead. I'm not sleeping in that bed with you. We're going into the man cave. The next thing you know, y'all start, when them bed bugs start biting, start itching some more, bed bugs start biting you, start draining you some more, sucking your blood out. Hence what we're talking about, menstrual cycle. See, y'all like this analogy that I'm using tonight. Now them bed bugs done got beside themselves. And now you going back and saying that you need to be protected when we told y'all, hey, don't sleep in that bed because them bed bugs going to get you. Them bed bugs going to get you. Good night, P. South Patch, what's up with it? Salute. And salute to everybody else who watching the podcast as well, too. Salute. But yeah, them bed bugs going to get you. And they got them. And this is where we at right now. But now, just like what this woman's saying, we need to be protective. Like, what do you want us to do? That's the ultimate question that we asking tonight as men. And I'm being a representative of men tonight. Ask like, what is it do you want us to do? When we told y'all this, when we said this, told y'all not to do all that, but you don't want to listen to us. Want to do your own thing. So what is it that you want us to do? That's the question for tonight. I should put up a poll to say that, but I'm not. I should, but I'm not. Put up a poll, ask y'all, well, what do y'all want us men to do about this? Because, you know, we have no dog in this fight. But we sure have an opinion, though. We sure do. So that's this person video. I want to there's another person on here I want y'all to hear real quick. I think this is gonna be last play. I don't know if I have Flame Monroe video on here. I really don't feel like trying to find it. Oh, this dude right here. I'm playing this dude right here video real quick. Cause I want to give y'all different like perspectives about this. I'm play this dude. All right. Oh, then I'm gonna play her too. All right, so let's go.
About it differently, right? Everybody has their own idea of what it means to be a woman.
So,
is this the same person? No, you.
About it differently, right? Everybody has their own idea of what it means to be a woman.
So, I'm not for sure because I haven't looked at his page, but you might be transgender. I'm not familiar with the terms and all that stuff, you know, so I don't want to offend you. But anyways, point blank period, you're still being very chauvinistic like a man. And you don't understand womanhood if you can't even understand and sympathize. And I think that's where a lot of women are coming from, especially black women, because it's like you guys can't even sit here and sympathize with us when it comes to us owning something. At the end of the day, a woman is going to get very passionate about a lot of things she go through. A period, a menstrual cycle, a lot of us go through that. Like, women, we have that. That is ours. I don't care what nobody says. That's ours. Whether you have it once a year, once every blue moon. Shoot, I was on Depo and bled for 6 months straight. So, a woman body bleeds, honey, and we can still stay alive. So, what is really your point on what you're discussing? Now, another thing, what you could be meaning is men and women both own masculine and feminine energy, which is completely true. I have more feminine energy than I have masculine energy. I might display masculine energy because I'm super aggressive, but I'm emotional as crap. So I'm super feminine. Just like some men are more intact with their feminine side, and some men are more intact with their masculine side, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what you cannot go around saying, but at the same time, that's your opinion. That is your opinion. If you think that way, if you stand on that, happy for you. But one thing you're not going to do is take away womanhood. We done fought too hard for this. All women of all.
Okay. Now, this is going to be the main topic. I've been saving this part for last. All right. All right, once again, ladies, since this whole situation is pretty much geared towards y'all womanhoods, right? Geared towards y'all having a menstrual cycle, right? We got to put this out here, and we got to talk about this, all right? We got to put this out here, all right? So, Here's my question again. Since we're talking about your womanhood, your menstrual cycle, and all this stuff, right? Why in the hell do y'all subject yourself to either having transplants put into y'all to stop your periods? You take certain pills to stop your periods too. Why do y'all do that? Because if that be the case that y'all doing that right, what the trans women been saying in this space is actually valid. Because y'all are literally sabotaging y'all own bodies. Let's talk about it. Let's be real about it. Y'all know good and well when you put in them type of transplants or whatever, and it stops your natural flow of your cycle, you know good and well that it does certain things to your body. You know that. When you pop them certain type of pills, you know it does certain things to your body, but yet you still do it anyway. Don't blame it on us, on the man. Talking about, well, I do it because of the man, and I just want to do this. Don't blame it on us. Don't blame that on us. So why do y'all do that? Why poison your body like that? And now we're having this discussion talking about menstrual cycles, right? We're talking about menstrual cycles. So just like I say, in a way, what the trans women are saying is kind of valid because this is what y'all doing to yourself. And nobody's making you doing that other than you. Personally speaking, I think it is horrible that a woman does that to her body. I think it is horrible to take away the natural thing that you supposed to be having, as y'all call y'all womanhood. Now, there's some dudes out there, some simp dudes out there, whatever, they'll sit here and say, no, take it away, because I don't want to deal with you in your period. I just want to have sex with you and do all the time. That's them retarded dudes. I think it's horrible to do harm to your body like that. But it's a lot of women out there right now that are doing it. So if you are doing that, why even have this conversation? Hell, you should be on the side of what the one trans women is talking about. Like, well, yeah, so I don't have no menstrual, so I took away my menstrual, my womanhood, for whatever selfish reason. I took away that. So, what say you? Because I know this kind of a touchy thing now. I'm kind of touching some sensitive moments now, but let's be real about it. Some of y'all right now who listen to me right now, I guarantee that y'all probably got a uvula pin inserted into your uterus right now, as we speak. Some of y'all popping them birth control pills right now, But yet still you want to get mad when this transgender woman say you're a cis woman. I'm just saying. But let's continue.
All races, it don't matter, especially black women. And that's where it kind of draws the line, because a lot of trans men don't respect black women. You guys come, you mimic everything we do, especially the white ones. You mimic everything we do, but you don't want to give us credit for nothing that we do. But yeah, I might ruffle a little bit of feathers for this, but it is what it is. Like, we can go toe to toe for this because at the end of the day, I'm a woman and I stand on that, and I'm pro woman. And a lot of these transgender men need to really learn how to sympathize with that feminine energy and that woman side, that womanhood side.
And she meant trans women, not trans men, by the way. I knew what she was talking about. But, you know, I just had to clarify that for y'all. Had clarify that for y'all. And this other part talking about men need to embrace their feminine energy. That's why we ended, well, not me as a man, but that's why y'all women are in this debacle right now. Because you want men to take away their natural energy of being men, being masculine. It's a reason why we're different. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why men have more of a masculine energy than feminine energy. And there's a reason why women have more feminine energy than masculine energy. Now, I'm not saying that none of these things doesn't exist within us, because it does. I'll be lying saying if you didn't, but it does. But it's more of it. You know what I'm saying? From the gender perspective. Like I say, it's more masculine energy, but a little feminine energy in men. Is more feminine energy, but a little masculine energy in women. And that's how the way it's supposed to be. Because once when we come together, that's when we come together and bond together. Then that's when it be balanced. Okay? So whenever I hear a woman say, and I just hear women say this all the time too, you need to want to tap into your feminine side. No, I do not. I'm good. I don't need to tap into my feminine side. You need to tap into your feminine side, not me. I'm good in my masculine energy. And if I need feminine energy, that's why I got you for as a woman. If I need to have that energy in that space, that's why I got you as a woman for. So why do I need to project that when you already projecting it? Likewise, why would you need to project masculine energy when I'm there to project that? That's my job to do that. So no, I ain't for that. Not at all. Nope. All right. Yeah, we'll do this video. Last video, y'all. We're gonna hear Tabitha. This is gonna be the last video tonight, y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
So there's this debate going on.
Why is this clicking on the video that I don't want to
I saw
see?
the conversation that was taking place this weekend. Yeah, the conversation that was blown up by Jess Hilarious. You see, I was in my happy place this weekend, and I just did not want to leave my happy place to deal with the ignorance of Jess Hilarious. And it wasn't just Jess Hilarious.
Oh, also, I like to take the time out to acknowledge the thumbs down that I got on the video. Thank y'all so much. It helps with the stream.
I saw so many black women going from platform to platform, spewing hatred, vitriol towards another group of women. A bunch of black women who are insecure in their own womanhood jumped up on a pedestal to dehumanize another group of women.
And thank y'all so much for the thumbs up too. It helps the stream.
So that they can feel more secure in their womanhood.
Hold on. And I do got to cut off on this too. So just because when people express their God-given opinion about a situation, that doesn't necessarily mean that it means that it's hate. See, we need to get off of this, okay? When it's considered hate, it's when you sit up here literally threatening someone's life, you threaten that you're going to do something to that said person, and that's considered as hate or a hate crime or a hate language. But if you're just expressing your opinion on something that you don't agree with, that is not hate. That doesn't mean you just don't agree with it, period. So we need to get off of this. This is the reason why this space is weird right now, because people feel like they have to be so careful about certain things that they say when they have freedom of speech. Everybody should have the right to say whatever it is they want to say on their mind, as long as you're not doing it in a hateful way and you're exercising that hatred towards that situation. That's where it boils down to.
It was disgusting to see, and it was all blown up by Jess Hilarious, who is ignorant to this type of conversation. She's ignorant all around. You see, what I know about Jess Hilarious, I remember when she was spewing Islamophobia and xenophobia towards some men who were wearing turbans, who were boarding a plane ahead of her. And remember when she said that she was feeling threatened? The word on the curb is that that group of men ended up being escorted off of the plane because of her and her Islamophobia and xenophobia. I also know that Jess Hilarious is anti-black. She made a video a few years ago, it's probably still over there on YouTube, where she was being anti-black towards black businesses. You see, she had a negative experience with one black business, and that's not my issue. She had a negative experience. She has a right to her experience and to express that. My problem is that her one negative experience, she then applied it to all black businesses, and she used her platform to draw other black people away from supporting black businesses.
Okay. See, this is another thing that I don't like what people would do. All right. So instead of attacking the argument, right, they'll try their best to try to talk down on the person or try to discredit the person's character. Okay, instead of focusing on the argument at hand. This is exactly what she's doing. She's trying to use every little possible thing that Jess Hilarious has said in the past and try to correlate that as though she hate people. That woman don't hate nobody. That woman does opinionate. She does have a certain different perspective about how the way she views things. Her worldview is different from people. Now, we may agree or disagree with it, and that's fine. But for us to say that she blatantly hate people or she's doing a hatred thing or whatever, that is wrong. I mean, you don't do people like that, because when you're doing that, you're entering into the realm of slandering that person. You're entering around to, defamation and all these other different type of things too. I see it all the time, even on YouTube and stuff. I see it all the time where people don't know how to effectively debate the argument. They think in debate the argument means to attack the person. That is not debating the argument. That is not even the debate. You attack the argument and not the person. But some of them, they do that because they feel like, well, they're going to get a good laugh after. But at the end of the day, you never attack the argument. You never address your reasoning why you don't like the argument. You just addressing the reason why you don't like the person. And then when you think about it, it's weird in itself because you don't even know that person to be attacking them. And like I say, I see that all the time on YouTube where people do that. Instead of attacking the actual argument, you want to attack the person. And it be all weird and stuff. Then do all this extremely weird stuff. Start diving into people's personal lives and doing all this weird, crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense to the argument, the actual argument. So yeah, what she talking about? No, it ain't what it is. But I'm not trying to give her a chance to make her point. So we'll give her a little bit longer. Let's go.
Remember when she mocked Chadwick Boseman when he lost all of the weight? She cracked jokes. And then when he passed away, we all found out that he was dealing with cancer. She was sick to her stomach. Yeah. And that's when she decided to retire her segment, Jess with the Mess, because she didn't want to mock people. But I guess this past weekend, it was okay for Jess with the Mess to mock trans women. Jess with the Mess showed up this weekend, right? And all of her ignorance and not understanding the conversation regarding trans women. But she made it clear, along with a whole bunch of other black women, that she is insecure in her own womanhood. And because she's so insecure, she jumped up on a pedestal to try to dehumanize another group of women so that she can make herself feel better in her womanhood.
Don't this, fellas, don't this sound familiar? Don't this sound real familiar? Ain't this not what women have said to us when we had these conversations, right? This sounds very familiar to me. When we said what we said about, trans women and trans community, oh, you just doing a hatred towards them. You're being transphobic. And they big thing is this: you're insecure in your manhood. She's saying the same as that thing, but she flipping it and reversing it on Jess Hilarious and any other one woman who agree with Jess Hilarious. So that's the whole reason why I made the show the way it is. It was because now, once again, this is the bed that y'all made for yourself. Y'all made this bed. When we've been saying this, and it wasn't homophobic or transphobic when we were saying, we just giving y'all our opinion, and that was it. Now here's your own sister is saying the same exact language that y'all say to us. Verbatim. The only difference is that instead of she using men, she using women.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Jess Hilarious. I do know that she's Islamophobic and xenophobic. I know that she is anti-black. And now,
and how she anti-black because she don't like a certain business that she went to. So if that be the case, hell, I'm probably anti-black too, because there's certain black establishments I didn't like. And the reason why I didn't like it is because they didn't perform the goods and services that they was providing effectively. So that means I'm anti-black too.
I know that Jess Hilarious is transphobic. And I know that even though she calls herself Jess Hilarious, there's nothing hilarious about her. Oh, before I get out of here, I want to make it clear. I support trans women. I believe anyone has the right to live their lives how they choose to live their lives. So when you come over here, all of you transphobic individuals, I want you to understand, I said what I said. It's not open for debate. You spew transphobia down in my comments, I will delete your comment and I will block you. That's it. That's all. Trans women are women.
And then, once again, my point is that throughout her whole rant, not at once she addressed the actual argument. The actual argument didn't have nothing to do with Jess Hilarious not liking trans women, because she never said that. She never said anything about her not liking trans women or she had a hatred for trans women. Her argument was dealing with the fact that a trans woman said that cis women are not the gatekeepers of having a menstrual cycle. That was the argument. But she taking it as being transphobic. So I don't know what to say about all this, y'all. Other than what I've been saying about this. Other than what I've been saying about this. Because like I stated in the beginning, y'all, and I'm saying it again, fellas, men, y'all should be happy. Y'all should be rejoicing on this. Because this situation finally came around to where women need to deal with this product that they have created. And they need to figure this thing out. Man, we need to stand strong. And whenever they try to ask for our assistance, we need to stand strong and say, hell to the no. You did this. You figure it out. Don't be simping or nothing like that. Let them figure it out. Let them come to their conclusion about this. Because at the end of the day, it really don't have much to do with us, but we understand. Now, this one last thing too is that women thinking that we don't understand, they plight of, them having a menstrual cycle and them being the gatekeepers. We understand that because we been saying it. We been saying it. But like I say, y'all didn't want to agree with us on it. So that's pretty much it for this podcast tonight, y'all. I thank everyone who tuned in, who are watching this podcast, who are watching live right now, and everyone who's going to catch the replay of this podcast as well too. Do y'all agree with my perspective on this? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. It's fine too. I welcome it. It don't matter to me. Thank everybody for liking the video, and I also thank everybody for thumbs down the video as well too. I thank everyone who took the time to even share out this video podcast as well too. So thank y'all so much. Join me tomorrow night. I have another one topic tomorrow night that I'm gonna talk to y'all about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a preview on what I'm talking about tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a preview. Y'all want to see this preview? I'm gonna give y'all a preview. I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of what I'm talking about tomorrow night. Y'all ready for it? Here we go. That's what we're gonna talk about tomorrow night, y'all. My whole expectation of that Barbie movie. We gotta talk about it, y'all. We got to talk about it. Because I was flabbergasted on this Barbie movie. I was expecting to go into this movie theater with my children. Just seeing Barbie being Barbie and Ken being Ken, but instead of me seeing that, it done turned into a whole feminism versus patriarchy movie. And we're going to talk about it. All right? So if y'all interested into this conversation tomorrow night, tune in tomorrow night. All right? But other than that, thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all have a good night.